Graves! Lizzie, Mrs. Graves!
Rachel? Hey, what on earth's going on?
It's been awful. The thunder and the lightning and all the power went out and everyone was in the hall, so I told them all to stay put. But then Sean Davis said he wasn't going to be told what to do by a stupid bloody girl and went out for a cigarette. And then didn't come back. And then Di, she went out after him and she didn't come back either.
Where's Dylan? Was he with Sean and Di?
No, I've been looking after him. Do you think they'll come back?
I don't know, Rachel.
I don't care what anyone thinks. I just know if he was my baby, I could never leave him. Even if the whole world was coming to an end, I'd make sure he came first.
You'd be a good mum, Rachel. Oh, don't worry. It's fine. Go back inside and tell everyone that they're doing a great job. A really wonderful job. I just got a few things to finish up here, and then I'll come in and join you.
Right.
Go on.
You can't save them. Just pack a case and meet me at the station.
They've closed the lines. Weren't you listening to the radio? Because of the flu.
There is no flu, Lizzie.
Oh, Christ, Stephen, I'm not stupid. Of course there's no flu. But the stations are still closed.
There's an access footpath that runs alongside the main tunnel. You can get out that way. They won't have thought of it.
You know what's going on, don't you?
You can't use the phone anymore.
What, like you're not using one right now?
Funny. Listen. Just don't use the phone after this. No TV or radio either. It can hide in the signal.
You make it sound like it's alive.
I don't think we have a word for what it is. Just promise me. Don't tell anyone. Pack quietly and meet me at the station tomorrow, all right?
I feel awful lying and leaving all these people here.
It was a brilliant idea about the show. Top marks for that, you clever thing. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oi, Shipley, I want a word with you.
What?
Get over here, soft lad, and keep your voice down. Do you know who I am?
Yeah? You work for Meg Holloway?
Charlie Tate. You can call me Charlie.
What's this about, Charlie?
Rachel Baker.
What about her?
Oh, come on, son, I wasn't born yesterday. Are you looking to get your head kicked in?
She's 16. She's not a kid.
You try telling her dad that. He'll bloody kill you.
I love her, though. You can't stop love.
I'm not telling you to stop anything. Just be careful, that's all.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It's like a sunburn, but it's a funny shape. Is it sore?
I can't feel it at all. Don't fuss over it.
I can't believe that you left Kate there. Why won't you tell me what happened?
She's probably not even noticed I've gone. It's really nothing.
You're lying. Don't lie to me.
Fine. We had a row. She'll work all night anyway.
Stephen, listen to me. Was there an accident? Is that how your face got burnt? She burnt as well. Is everything all right?
Jesus, Lizzie, you sleeping with me or her? She's fine. We're both fine. I don't want to talk about her. I came here to see you.
I just worry.
Well, don't. Come to bed.
I'm going to concentrate all 5 remaining towers on the same point in the sky. If it is establishing conduits for communication, that should create a jump in bandwidth.
Hey, it's just been on the radio that they're closing the roads. Something about the flu?
No one here has flu, Sean. There's no flu here. I overheard Mrs. Graves, and she said another family of Upton left. She said they must have left last night, but their car and all their stuff's still here.
Screw this day. There's 15 people up and left in 2 days. I don't like it. Where's the baby?
Asleep in the caravan. Sean, I don't want to sit around here waiting for it to get worse. I reckon if we leave now, we can get out of the valley before they get their acts together and close the roads.
You think so?
Yeah, we can go the back roads, through the woods. I'll leave some money on the side for Mrs. Graves. You know her husband isn't back yet either.
He's a boozer, right? That's what I've heard. That's her problem anyway.
Don't be unkind, Sean.
Come on, let's go and get Dylan.
I think it was instant. I know that's no help.
Can you leave me alone?
There was nothing we could do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Pat.
You've woken the baby. Just leave me alone.
Rachel, I'm sorry. Sorry.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If things progressed, the mind can be a fragile thing, you know?
It's just not very like him, that's all I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
Well, that is odd. Reese cleaned in here yesterday afternoon. I'll have to have a word.
It's not like cigarette ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We needed back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Boughton has disappeared.
Hi, this is Kate Collins and Stephen Appleton. Leave a message.
Stephen, it's me. I'm leaving. I've waited as long as I can. If you are there to meet me, I'm leaving for the station now, but I am going anyway, whether you're there or not. But I love you. Please be there. I love you.
We're not even really talking at the moment, if I'm honest with you. I've been sleeping in one of the empty chalets. Otherwise, we just sit there in silence. And then he goes off and pretends he's not drinking from one of his secret little stashes. And I pretend I ain't noticed. And then when we go to bed, it's all I can do not to scream. I don't know why we're still together. Except I do. Still love him.
You remind me of Mary when she was your age. If we'd had a daughter, I'd have been proud if she turned out like you.
You don't have to say that.
Just talk to Robert. Tell him you know he's drinking again. You two can work it out together. I know you can.
I wish I had your faith. I just don't want to be the person who stayed because they were afraid to move. I know you can't dwell on the past. I know that, but sometimes you do just think, don't you? What if the accident hadn't happened? I could have been anywhere right now, rather than stuck here, rehearsing Peter bloody Pan and fixing tumble dryers for the umpteenth time. Oh, Frank, you are an angel.
Don't be daft. You're still young, Lizzie. You got plenty of time to be whoever you want to be. Just don't keep using that leg of yours, or that husband, as an excuse.
I tried to leave the observatory, but couldn't. I stood at the gates, but couldn't conceive of a world outside. The strangest feeling. As if the valley, Stephen, everything was simply irrelevant. An idea of something, not as something itself. I'm losing track of time. Of whether I'm asleep or awake. My fingers have gone numb at the tips. It's like they still feel. But what they feel is no longer for me. Like the signal has been hijacked.
quite something, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You ever seen anything like it? He must be well happy at the observatory place. They're probably all partying there right now. This is right, wasn't it? It is. Right. That's me. Short leash. Kids up half a night, bloody teething. Missus will kill me if I'm gone too long. Good night, mate. Night.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
It's Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Oh, he's clever. You can't give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good enough.
I hope so, too. Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
You're sure no one saw you? Mrs. Graves?
I can hardly look her in the eyes. Are you sure we got enough money?
Yeah. Once we're in France, we can start working anyway.
My dad will bloody skin you.
We'll be in Spain and married by the time your dad knows we've gone.
Di, whatever's wrong? You look terrible.
Mrs. Graves.
Sean, baby Dylan, is he all right?
He's fine. Di, come on.
It's okay. Let's get you a cup of tea.
Mrs. Graves, I need to tell you.
Leave it, Di.
Do you try and get out of the valley? All the roads are shut now.
I know, I was driving really fast, but the other car was on the wrong side of the road and... Oh, God, I think
Guy,
he...
for fuck's sake, leave it.
It's all right. Hey, you're all right. Sean's all right. Baby Dylan's all right. That is what matters. Everyone's all right.
But...
No. Now, I need your help. Some of the children, they're getting quite frightened. So Rachel and I, we decided to push forward the show, keep them occupied. You said the other night you play piano. Can you help with that?
Yes, I suppose so, but Mr. Graves, Rob...
Can look after himself. He's a big boy now. Don't worry. Just head to the hall and find Rachel. She'll tell you what needs practicing.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Graves.
And
Thank
Sean, go and find Reese, please, see if he needs some help.
Yeah, of course.
Go on.
Poor Robert.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
All 5 towers are now operating together, and I've got the reception up to the red zone, but it's not enough. I'm going to try and route the signal through Tower 6 to create a singular point of reception and re-coordinate the optical array, which should, in theory, focus a signal spike on the point of origin. If I conceptualize this origin point as a 7th tower, then it makes a kind of sense. Kind of. I think we're moving so far beyond everything I understand about physics. Anyway, it's gotta be worth a shot.
She's not in her office either.
Well, they live nearby, don't they?
Yeah, in the village.
You don't think she's gone to look for Mr. Graves, do you?
I think Lizzie knows Robert will turn up when he's sober. He'll be all right.
Do you want me to go and look for her?
No, it's okay. Come on, I promised the kids another shot the last number, then I promised everyone a cup of tea.
You're very like her, you know. Like Lizzie.
Me? No, I'm not. First chance I get him out of here.
Oh, God, Stephen. What's happening to me?
She's done a runner.
Don't say that, Reese. She wouldn't do that. Would she? What about Dylan?
She's not exactly jumped at the chance of looking after him, has she? She just left you to it. She's not coming back.
Then let her go. She's always thinking of everyone else. There must be something important she needs to do.
It looks like you're in charge now.
So I guess this means we're not leaving, are we?
Spain can wait. Listen, you get back in there, and you make this the best bloody Peter Pan ever performed in England. And I'm gonna go and get your mum and dad.
Promise me you'll come back.
I promise.
Hello, Catherine.
It's Kate. Elizabeth?
Lizzie. I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him. It's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry?
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. Certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or...
Well, I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth...
But Lizzie, please.
Lizzie. Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. It's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose it is. We'll do our best then.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
I found another dead bird over at the swimming pool.
That's the fourth one this morning. Did you fish it out?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to think about that pay rise?
Oh, I'm sorry, Reese. I've been a little bit busy. Oh, Rachel.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Graves. I was packing away the tennis things.
Did you check Mr. Cole's chalet again like I asked you to?
He's not back yet.
I haven't seen him either. Do you think he went into town?
Maybe, yeah, something like
so
that.
the Dentons were booked in for a 4:30 tennis session, but they didn't show up. So I went to their chalet. You know, they always take the one near the campfire, but they weren't there either. I think maybe they went into the village for a Hoover bag and might have given Mr. Cole a lift.
A Hoover bag? Why on earth would they do that?
Well, I think maybe Mrs. Denton was hoovering and the bag broke, so they had to get another one. Because there's this dust all over this chalet.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
can manage.
Is your hip giving you grief today?
Always gives me grief. And I managed for the last 10 years, so you're a little late for the knight in shining armour routine.
Suit yourself, I'm only trying to help.
God damn it, Stephen. I'm not some useless, sappy girl that you can just string along forever. Look around you. I made all of this. I built it on my own when everyone else had written me off as some poor little cripple.
You know that's not how I see you.
Well, you weren't there, were you? No. You'd given up on me long before the accident.
What do you want from me, Lizzie? I love you. I'll do anything.
Anything except okay? I thought not. I love you too, but sometimes I think you just say what you think everyone else wants to hear.
Sleeping baby, darling child, clouds and starlight, starlight, starlight. When you wake, you will be mine. Starlight, sleep and love. Shh. Sleeping baby, shadow dust, clouds and starlight. Numbered starlight. When we're called to go, we must.